you prefer seed mix or pellets? Hello? No answer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Hamster Care 1234, and today I will be talking about pellets or seed mixes. This is very debated, and this is why I want to talk about it, because a lot of people say that either pellets are good or seed mixes are good, but I disagree with the pellets way. I think pellets are bad because of past experiences and with the logical way. They just think of it as how other people say. So the reason they are debated is because people who believe in pellets mainly say that it is because hamsters will pick and choose if they have seed mixes, like pick all their favorite stuff and then just leave the other stuff in. But that's not actually true, and we will talk about that a little more later. So first, I just want to cover what are pellets and what are seed mixes. So what a pellet is pellets are like everything smushed together into one blocky thing. Like everything is grinded up and then smushed together. Seed mixes, on the other hand, are like the opposite of pellets. It's like the pellet, just none of it smushed together. And it has a lot of different things inside. They have a lot of things to eat and try. So it has a variety of different things. There are different types of seed mixes. Seed mixes can be low variety or high variety. So low variety seed mixes consist mainly of pellets and they have a few seeds and stuff, but high variety seed mixes have grains and seeds and dried veggies, and sometimes they have animal proteins, not always, but sometimes. So if you are going to get seed mixes, you have to make sure it's a high variety seed mix, not a low variety seed mix. You can also have the option of making your own seed mixes for your hamsters, but that is very expensive and very time consuming, and you need to know math really well, because if you do something wrong, everything will be messed up. So that is definitely an option. First of all, I'm gonna just say that hamsters dislike pellets, and although a lot of people say, okay, my hamster loves her pellets. So first, the main pellet that a lot of people recommend would be the Oxbow. There's two different types of Oxbows. This is the old one. This is the Oxbow Garden Select that a lot of people use. And when I first got my hamster, we went to PetSmart, of course, because I didn't really know anything yet then. I kind of just went there and got whatever the pet store employee said. I was like, okay, what food do I get? And she was like, get this. So that's what I got, and hamsters do not like this. So with my own experiences, I don't want to be really biased or anything, but from my experiences, my hamster did not like this. So as soon as I learned that pellets weren't good, I had to switch from the pellet to the seed mix. Changing from a pellet to a seed mix or any kind of hamster food, you have to make sure that you're blending them over time and taking less of their old food down so that their stomach doesn't be upset from the new food that they've never tried before. And that's what I did. And she would like eat all of her seed mix, and she would like leave out all of her Oxbow, and she would literally not eat the Oxbow, and she would only eat it if there was no food being refilled and she had to eat it. So although hamsters eat it, so a lot of people say their hamsters love it, but you can't really tell because hamsters will eat it if they have to. If you're only giving them the pellets as a food source, they won't starve themselves, and they kind of have to eat the pellets even though they don't like it. And the reason they don't like the pellets is because it consists mainly of hay. The first ingredient of Oxbow is Timothy grass. So that is basically Timothy hay. And hamsters generally do not enjoy to eat hay. I put hay into Willow's enclosure, but this is for the burrows to be stable, not for her to eat. Some hamsters love hay, but almost all hamsters don't ever eat it. They might nibble at it, but they don't eat it because they don't like the taste. Your hamster will not starve themselves, so your hamster's gonna eat it because that's the only thing they have to eat. And the other thing with pellets is that they have no variety. So as you can see with pellets, they have zero variety. It is the same thing throughout the entire dish. It's the same thing throughout the entire dish. So it's like basically you're eating the entire thing for your entire life. And hamsters live 1.5 to 2 years. So if they're basically eating that from when they're a baby to when they pass away, that's their entire life of eating this boring thing. And it's like eating rice your entire life. And it wouldn't be very pleasant to eat a pellet thing with everything you need in one, because that's just really boring, and you want to eat a high variety of things in your food. And that's the thing about seed mixes. Seed mixes have so much variety, and they can see and taste new things and be like, ooh, I've never tried this before. This is so cool. So that's why seed mixes are great, because it's high variety, and that's a really, really big factor in why you should not be using pellets. Another thing is that pellets are made for herbivores, not for omnivores. So it is a common misconception that hamsters are herbivores. They're actually omnivores. In the wild, they eat grains and seeds, animal proteins, veggies and fruits, plants. If you're not giving all of that stuff in their pellets, they're not really going to be getting the things they need. So because pellets are made for herbivores, hamsters aren't getting anything. And when it comes to the ingredients, all you can see are some hays and some seeds and stuff like that. So it's just really meh. And also, pellets do not contain enough of the nutrients that a hamster needs. So when you're getting a mix or mixing two mixes together, you have to make sure it has 17 to 19% protein, 4 to 7% fat, and 6 to 15% fiber. When you're looking at the Oxbow Garden Select, it only has 16% protein, 2.5% fat, and 12% fiber. It has a lot of fiber because it consists mainly of hay, and hay is very, very high in fiber. That's why rabbits need it, because it's very, very high in fiber. But its fat is incredibly low. It's 2.50 when it's supposed to be 4% fat. So that's very, very low in fat. So when I did give this pellet, I would also give mealworms as like a treat because they're very high in fat and protein but low in fiber. So I thought that would be good. And if you want my point of view or Willow's point of view of the pellets, what happens with the pellets is that she would used to grind up her pellets and then she would leave all the hay inside and then take everything else. I do not know why. It's really weird. I never seen a hamster do that. They would like she would grind it up and she would also leave up her hay grinds in the wheel, and then she would pee on the wheel, and then the hay grinds would like stick onto the wheel and it would not be very good. That's why her wheels are just so dirty. Her wheel is so dirty because she's always emptying her hay into the wheel. Now we go on to the picky eater part. I really disagree with the whole picky eater thing because you can train your hamster not to be a picky eater. So all you have to do is, if your hamster is a picky eater, just fill up their dish and then leave it there until they finish all the food. It doesn't matter how long it takes, just leave the food in there. If it takes a week, just leave the food in there because hamster will never starve themselves, like I said before. And hamsters know that you're gonna refill their dish, right? That's what makes them picky eaters. But if you're leaving it there, they're like, okay, my owner is not gonna be refilling my dish, so I have to eat all of it. And that's how it is. So that's what you do. And also, I know a lot of people and the back of mixes and stuff, they're like, feed them every day, like give them a tablespoon or whatever every single day. And that is so not true, because if you're giving them new food every day, all it's gonna do is make them picky eaters, because they're gonna take all their favorite things in a seed mix. They're gonna take all their favorite seeds, and then they're gonna be like, oh, well, at the end of the day, my owner is gonna fill it up again, and I don't need to eat the things I don't want. And the thing is, when they say, the mixes say like discard whatever hasn't been eaten after a day, and I wouldn't do that, because basically what they don't eat is what they don't like. If you're discarding the stuff they don't like or what they didn't eat, your hamster is not getting the nutrient they need. So if they're not eating the pellets in their seed mix, they're basically not going to be getting the fiber they need, because pellets have a lot of fiber in them because of the hay. So if you're discarding the stuff they didn't eat, then how are they supposed to get what the guaranteed analysis says? Meanwhile, even if you are giving a pellet or a seed mix, you should always be supplementing your hamster with fruits and veggies, fresh fruits and veggies, because those have a lot of water in them, and they also have a lot of nutrients that your hamster needs. I give veggies or fruits mainly for Syrians, not for dwarves. Veggies like every other day, and they usually like fruits. They will also be having treats too, along with their food. So you have to be careful about what treats that you give them for the right nutrients they're getting. So yeah. And I haven't said anything good about pellets, because there's really nothing good about it if you're just looking at the logic behind why pellets are bad. I will do a video on thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed this video and it helped you decide on pellets or seed mixes. And please like, comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!